Hi, good evening. Welcome back, guys, to my YouTube channel. And in today's video, we are going to do a live Canada visa application, which is like a step-by-step Canada visa application. And for those of you that are interested and want to do your own visa application for this World Cup, I think you should stay right here until the end of this video. And with just 185 Canadian dollars, your visa can be approved so that you can also join and watch the World Cup coming next year, June. Hi, Adams. So if you also join, please copy the link. Hi, Cynthia. Please copy the link and then share it on your pages so that you can also help others to also get the opportunity to enjoy this video. Thank you very much. And I think I will wait for 5-10 minutes also to wait for other people so that they can also join. So as I said, welcome back, and I will be answering your questions. If you have any question too, please. I think today's presentation is not going to be done by me; it's going to be done by Paul. So if you have any question too, please do not hesitate to let your question in whilst we are waiting for Paul to join. So yes, I will. Any question that you have about the Canada visa application concerning the World Cup or like any Canada, hi Jennifer, any question that you have to, please just let me know, and then yes, and then I can also answer your question for you. Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome back. I think it's been a long time since I was on live video. I think last week I wasn't here. I traveled, so yes. Hi, Bismarck. So we are waiting for the rest. Please, add to the stage. Okay, I think Paul is here. Yes. So he's going to do the from his side. But hi, Paul. Good evening.
Good evening, Anna.
Yes. So today we are coming to do a live visa, Canada visa application, and Paul is going to be the one to take us through today, so I can also rest. So yes. So as I said, if you have any question too, please do feel free to put your questions in the comment section, and then we'll be helping you answer your questions and whatever you need to know too. Yes, you can just ask. So Paul, please take us through what are the steps that we are going to go through today.
You go to browser. I don't know if they are ready so that we can start right now.
Okay, let's wait for some couple of minutes, let's say 5 or 10 minutes, and then we can start. But I want you to go over the document that is needed for the visa application because I think some people even don't really have any idea of the documents that they need. So I think as we are waiting for the others to join, you can go over the documents again for them if you have them off head, and then probably they can just write it down.
Okay. First of all, you need your passport. You need your
Okay.
passport, bank statement. If you are employed, you need an employment letter and also payslip. For Canada application, for them, there are certain documents that they demand from us, or there are certain documents when you are applying for the visa, you must add them. Like if you have any property at all, you can add them to it, whether house, a car, like all of them, you can add all of them to the application. And also for them, for years now, I have not seen that they take travel insurance. Yeah, all the visas that I've been doing for people, I don't add travel insurance like the ones that the Schengen visa application we normally add to it. So you need your bank statement, your travel itineraries, your statement of purpose. You need your passport, bank statement. If you work, pay slip and other stuff. But if you own a business, you add your business certificate, tax clearance forms as the normal documents that you posted on the page for Schengen. That is the same procedures that the same documents that they will be needed. But for Canadian visa, you need to, if you have these documents, you have car document, land document, house document, anything that is asset, you can add it to the application. Thank you, sir.
Guys, please, do you have any question? Are you okay with the documents? Did you hear it? Did you write them down? If you have any question to, as I said, feel free to just drop your questions in the comment section for now, and then he or I can just answer your question. If not, too, probably I think if not, we can start the application, and then probably yes, at the end of the day, we can take another question, because I gave you a chance to answer the question to ask questions, because like when we start, we are not going to take any questions until we are done. All right. Yeah, the traveling history is do they ask of properties? Okay, yeah. Do they ask of properties? Like Ali Haji. Okay, Ali Haji. They don't not really request for properties like, okay, bring your properties, we want to scrutinize or verify your properties to see if you have a property or not, you know. But sometimes people say it's part of the home ties. You understand my point? But for me, I believe that your best home ties that you can is your job. Because when you look at the people that are living in Europe and living in UK that want to go to to Canada, when they are applying their visa, I don't think any of them add that they have a property, a land in Europe, or they have a house in Europe. No, that is why the last time I told you guys, you know, the little document that you add to your application is the one that is really going to make the difference for you. Because at the end of the day, it's not really about the number of cars you have, the number of houses you have. You know, they need to know that you are, as you are going, you are not going to be a burden to their government to be going to take financial assistance from the government. That is why often they request or they want people that really have a job doing, that they can give them the visa. Okay. So it's not really necessarily about your property. Like if you have a job doing that, they need to know you can fund yourself, you can fund the trip you want to go. Okay. So it's not necessarily about, okay, the documents you have or the property. It's not about the properties you have, whether you have cars or whether you have houses, you know. Like you need to get a job. You need to prove to them, okay, I'm not going to take a government assistance. So I'm not going to be a burden on the government, you know, because as a tourist, you haven't paid any tax to the government to be taking the government assistance. As I said, people that are living in the UK, people that are living in the Europe, the Schengen zone, when they are applying a visa to Canada, none of, like, most of them even know how houses here. Okay, so how are you going to try to tell them, okay, you need a property? So that's why sometimes, like, there are certain misconceptions that I find it weird, because, like, okay, I understand. Is it because the person is in Africa? That is why the person must provide, oh, I have a land? Is it because you are in Africa? That's why you must prove, okay, I have a house? No, none. Like, to be, I'm going to be honest with you. When you go to the American website, when you go the USCIS website, when you go to IRCC website, when you go to any of the Schengen countries website, none stated that you need to bring your house document. You need to bring your car papers, or you need to bring your land document before we give you visas. It's never stated anywhere. Like, I've not seen it. If somebody have seen it in public, would also, like, you know, share with us, fine. But what they ask is like, yeah, you must be employed. Like, yeah, it's very important. You need to be employed. It got nothing to do with, okay, you having a house or a car. Like, sometimes certain things, when I see people write them online, I ask myself, like, where do they get this information from? Because on the IRCC account portal, or on the USCIS, or on the Schengen, most of the people living in UK, in Europe, they don't have houses to prove. So how do they get the visas? You need to have, you know, the, how do you call it, a job that's a permanent job too. Okay, so we wouldn't take my time. So Paul is back. So probably, Paul, if you can share your screen and start to take us through the process. Whoop. Okay, Ghana network again. I think the network from Paul is not really stable. It's on and off. Yes, it's on and off. Yes, so as I was saying, like sometimes when I hear those things, like yeah, for me it's really funny because like now they don't have the IRCC don't have specific rules for okay, people living in Africa should bring their house property, their house documents, their car documents before we give them visas. Neither do they say okay, people bring living in Europe like holding a Ghanaian passport but living in Europe shouldn't bring their house papers or their whatever. No, but even if like so that's why sometimes I say like certain things when I see them online, I ask myself like, where do these people get this information from? Because there are Ghanaians living in Europe, in UK that don't have houses. Okay, so it doesn't mean okay it's always constant. Like it's not that's not the situation. Just get yourself a job, like prove to the government like I can fund my trip and I'm not going to be a burden when I come to your country. That's what they are looking for. Okay, and with the traveling history too, they want to see like you've traveled to different countries and like you've gone back to your home country. You understand my point? Most of the people, to be honest, sometimes what I'm being sponsored by my spouse and I am a student. Yeah, it's possible. If you're a student, you need to prove to them. That is also one of the major things that you can also use as your home ties because you are going to school. Automatically, I don't think you just leave your school and want to go to hustle somewhere. So sometimes when you're applying as a student too, you can use the school that you are attending as your okay.
Nana, I
So
think
Paul
I
is
don't
back.
know.
So I think we
I
need
don't
to
know.
start
I
now
think
because the network is not
it
stable.
it
Yeah.
it normally sign me out from it. I don't know.
Probably it is from your side the network. So maybe we can start now and then yeah. So it's okay. Since you are back, it's fine. All right. So if it's possible that you can share your screen and then
Hello,
we can
Nana.
start the process. Yes.
Wow.
So Martha said, what if I'm being sponsored by my spouse? Yes, it's okay that your spouse sponsors your trip because as a student and you are married to him, it's fine. Use your school transcript, your admission letter. Sometimes even your school ID card is very also important to the little documents that makes the much difference. Okay, they are looking for consistency, not perfection. So after sending all this, make sure whatever your travel itinerary or your cover letter is inside, state clearly whatever you said. It doesn't contradict itself. You understand my point? As I said, they are looking for consistency, not perfection. No, nobody is even perfect. So, but like you need to be consistent with whatever you are trying to say. Okay. So I think the network from Paul is not really networking. So it comes on and off, but please be patient with him. It's the Ghana network system. And anyway, I don't want to talk much about this issue. So yeah, it's about now. Can I do this application with my daughter straight, or should I should get mine first? Beatrice, if you are doing the application as a tourist, you can do it together. But if you want to do the application as a, let's say, as a student, I recommend that you do yours first because the reason I'm saying you do yours first is they are going to take your application into consideration. And don't forget, if you are doing a visa application, like I say, for a dependent, because like yeah, automatically your daughter is going to be dependent on you. The country that you are moving in, you are not going to immediately start work. Okay. So I recommend you go first. When you go first and things fall in place for you, then you can come for your daughter because if you add your daughter now to your application, you will need like let's say in case if it was only you and you're going to need let's say 10,000 cities as your proof of funds. With your daughter, you are going to need like 15 cities as a proof of funds. If you add another child, you need to add another let's say extra 5,000 as a proof of funds. So any dependent you add, the proof of funds increases. That is why I recommend you always, when you are going as a student, you just do it yourself first and then you get the chance. So, Paul, can you please share your screen and then we can start since the network is not really stable? I think Paul's network is not really stable and I'm not in the mood to teach today, believe me. If not, let me go here. Yes, I'm not in the mood to teach today, but I think it come back. So, as I was saying, yeah, so if you add any extra dependent means your proof of funds needs to be increased. And to avoid stress and everything like going through a lot of stress, I recommend you just do your application first. When you go and even the proof of funds increases, that time you have been able to resume a work or you are able to find a job, and then you can support with whatever uh, extra proof of funds that they need. Okay, so yes, that's why I recommend that yes, you can just go first. But anyway, since the pause is not working, okay. Does any of you have an IRCC account so that I can start with the application for the person? If you have an IRCC account, just send it to my Facebook page and I can do your application for you now. Send it to my DM, okay? I'm waiting for 2 or 3 minutes. This is late. Okay. Oh, okay.
Hello, Nana.
Maybe the network is not strong, Paul.
When I try to share my screen, the live session ends automatically. That is what has been doing. That's why I'm not stable on the line.
Okay. Normally it should show, but anyway, let me do it from my side, okay? So let me do it from my side, and then let me call him and take the credentials, and then I do it from my side, okay? So that I can finish on time, because with the network from him, he says when he tries to share his screen and then it goes on and off. So yes, we can move. Yes. Hi, good evening, everybody. Yes, restarting. Yeah. All right, guys. So Paul's network is not networking, so I have to take the chance to do it myself. Yes, I was communicating with Paul because I wanted to find the part the problem was. So I'm going to just start the application. Okay, so guys, let's go. Can you see my screen? Wait, 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 wait. Oh, okay. A lot of people are sending me yes. Okay, good. That's good. Yes. Okay, I think yeah, a lot of people have sent DS to me. Plus new screen. Yes. No. Okay, wait. So I'm going to share my screen to for you guys to also see, and then yeah, sure. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys now, and then probably I think we can start. Okay, uh, show on stage. Okay, perfect. Yes. New tab. I need to check if I can see myself first. That is why. Okay, so it's fine. So the website you need to go is canada.ca. Okay, Canada. Can you guys see? Or if you don't see it, please let me know. Can you guys please see my screen? Let me know from your side if you can see. Yes. Oh, no, please. How? Oh, okay, because I need you to see my screen first before I can continue. Okay. It's a long time I use this app and yeah. No, we can't see. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 minute. And then let me try this here. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, it's blank. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes, Canada dot Canada point ca. Okay, yes. Canada dot ca. Yes. Okay, can you see now? Why is it not showing? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me see. Listen to. Oh, no, still? Okay, wait 1 minute. Okay. It's a long time I use this software, so I need to just try to figure it out and then see how best you guys can see or present. Okay, yeah, present. Okay, yeah. It's okay. I get it. I get it. Yeah. Share screen. Why is not working? Because it should work. Okay, share screen. Perfect. Now I think you can get the chance to see entire screen. Yes. Entire screen and then share. Okay, so now can you see? Is it visible now? Okay, I think now it's visible because I can see it myself here. Okay. So let's do it this way. Let me restart again, okay? Let me restart again. Okay, perfect. So let's go here. I want to restart again. So let me just close this and then we can restart. Just put in canada.ca, okay? So those of you that want to join, you can just input canada.ca. Canada.ca. Very clear. Okay, yes. Are we on the same place? Like I'm watching you from, so I'm reading your comments from this side. So please, like, give me feedback so that we continue. Okay, I'm waiting because like I just want to also participate. Okay, so when you input canada.ca, it will take you to this place. Are you on the same page, please? Like, I want us to move together. Are you on the same page? Okay, somebody says yes. So let's move. Okay, so it brings you to the side. Okay, and then you have to just canada.ca, Canada, canada.ca, canada.ca. That's yeah, it's canada.ca. Then you just click on the English version. Okay. So after clicking on the English version, if you're a French person, you can just decide to go on the French part. If you're also the English person, you just can decide to go on the English part. Okay. So here it gives you an overview, or this is the official IRCC website. Okay. This is their official website. So once you are here, it gives you the most requested. Sign in into an account, visit Canada, get a passport, Canada versus like any information that you need about Canada. This is not only for people in Ghana, it's like for everybody. Okay. Even whatever you need, like any information that you need, you can just come here, Canada.ca, and it says here clearly, Canada.ca, the official website of the government of Canada. Okay, so now we have to sign in into our account. I believe most of you have an account, right? Did you create the IRC account? So yes, you go here. This is the official website. I'm not the one saying it. They are saying it. I've highlighted it here. Check it out. Check the highlight. Check the blue highlight here. The official website of the government of Canada. Sometimes I get a message from people telling me, "Oh, Nana, I've gotten a message from so and so, whatever, but please check it for me if it's genuine or not." If it's not from here, I'm sorry, I can't confirm anything. Okay, if it's not from here, I can't confirm anything. It may be from other scamming website or whatever, but if it's not from here, I cannot confirm to you. Okay, so most requested, you have to sign into your account. You sign into the account, and then we can do whatever you want to do here. So I think I've taught you already how to create your account already, right? I have taught you how to create your Canada IRCC account already. Okay, so you just can click here, visit Canada. So when we click on visit Canada, it brings us to this place. Okay, and it says check if you need a visa or electronic travel authorization, the ETA, to travel to Canada, to visit a family, or to visit on business. Find out about transiting through Canada to another destination and extending your stay. And now we come here, FIFA World Cup 2026, right? I think that's the reason why most of you are also here. Find out what you need to travel to Canada. And here this says apply early. The reason why they are telling you to apply early, because they may be receiving a lot and lot of applications. Okay, let me just increase the font a little bit. Yes. The reason why they are trying to tell you to apply early is because they know they are going to receive a lot of applications. Okay, so it's best that you apply early so that your visa application can also be approved. Or yes, okay. So first, most requested, sign into your IRCC account. Okay, but then I think I've taught you how to do it already. If you want to check your application status, this is it. Sometimes most of you also come into my DM, Nana, it's a long time. This agent is not giving me any information about my Canada visa application. Since most of you decided not to create your own IRCC account, but decided to give everything to an agent, that's where the problem is. They can check your status here, the application status here, and have every information. But sometimes they have denied their visa, or they have banned you from entering to Canada, and the agents do not want to tell you. So in this case, if you're having your own IRCC account, you can check your application status here. So they tell you before you apply for a Canada visa, check if you need a visa or not. Apply for a visit visa. Okay. So let me take you through quickly to the eligibility, and then we see if we need a visa or we don't need a visa. Let me see. Okay, now we are here. Check if you need a visa or ETA. That is the electronic visa. That is the one Ghanaians have with Morocco. Okay, this is the same. This is for people that have EU passport, UK passport, and whatever kind of passport that allows them to use the travel authorization. So how do you plan to travel to Canada? These are the questionnaires you need to follow. Okay, it's not really difficult. These are the questionnaires that you need to follow. How do you plan to travel to Canada? Are you going by air and arriving at the Canadian airport? If you are going by car, that's the people from America. If you are going by train or bus or boat or the cruise ship or whatever, you just select here, and then you go to the next question. Are you a Canadian citizen or permanent resident of Canada? No, I'm not a Canadian citizen or permanent resident of Canada. I'm a dual citizen of Canada and another country. Blah 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 blah. I am a Canadian citizen. So no, we are not. Okay. So you just click here and then you answer the next question. What do you plan to do in Canada? Okay. You visit as a tourist, including, listen here. That is the last time I was telling you guys that we don't have FIFA visa or FIFA World Cup visa. Okay, there is nothing like a FIFA World Cup visa. We have visit as a tourist. That is from the official Canada website. It's not from me. And it's a visit as a tourist, including fans attending FIFA World Cup 2026 matches. So if you are going to as a tourist, this is your portion. If you are transiting to Canada through America or Jamaica, this is your portion. If you are attending a conference or a meeting, this is your portion. If you are visiting a family, this is your portion. If you are going to study, this is your portion. With the people with LIMA, this is your portion, okay? So now we can go because we want to go watch the soccer in Canada, okay? So yes, we go. What travel document do you plan to use? Your passport, because without passport and then you cannot get the visa, okay? So one of the basic requirements, as Paul said, is you need your passport. So we are going to use our passport to travel. And to the next question, select the select the country code that matches on your passport. Okay, select the country code. So you just click on this cursor, and then it brings you here. If you're applying from Ghana, if you're applying from Nigeria, if you're applying from South Africa, anywhere, but we are from Ghana. That is why sometimes I often use Ghana. So Jennifer, please permit me, I don't use Nigeria. I'm sorry, okay? So yes, you click here on Ghana, okay? You click Ghana and then you choose next question. Are you lawful permanent resident of the US with official proof of your status like a green card? No, we don't have a green card, but if you have a green card too, you can choose yes, okay? But since we don't have a green card, we choose no, and then we go to the next questionnaire, yes. So now, this is it. After the whole questionnaire, it told us you need a visa. Since you are from Ghana and you don't have a permanent residence or a green card in America, you need a visa, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yes. First, you need a visa. Two, you need a valid passport or a travel document. So now, visitor visa to travel to Canada is 100 Canadian dollars. I have told you guys so many times. It's not me. Like, I don't generate the information that I put on my page myself. I only come to these official websites to take the information to give you. Can somebody please convert 100 Canadian dollars into cedis for me? Yes, please convert 100 Canadian dollars into Ghana cedis. Because the last time I checked, it was around, it was around, let's say, 7,000 or 8,000, right? So sometimes when you tell people, last time I posted on my page, somebody has to comment to verify, like, now, are you sure it's like 1,500 can get me a visa? Yes, it can get you a visa. It's not me. This is the official website, as I showed you. Okay. So yes. So it says cost is 100 Canadian dollars. Okay. Valid for a single entry. Let me see. I think somebody commented something. Is valid for a single or multiple entry up to a maximum of 10 years. You can stay in Canada up to 6 months per visit. It's 883 cedis. Now, let me just clarify this here for you, okay? Yes. If anybody took a Canada visa for you and told you it's 10 years, That doesn't mean you can stay in Canada for 10 continuous years. Even in America, they give 5 years multiple entry. It doesn't give you the opportunity to stay continuously more than 6 months. So here it says the validity is can be up to 10 years, but you can stay in Canada for up to 6 months per visit. Okay, so that is it. Like as I always tell you guys, the information that I put on my page is not generated from my head, but it's from the official government website. Okay, so this is it. When you need it, to board your flight to Canada and at the Canadian port of entry, okay, not needed to board flights within Canada or leave Canada. It means like when you have it and like, yeah, so now it takes you here. You have a valid passport, must be valid for your stay in Canada. So now it takes you here. Apply for the visitor visa, right? It takes you here. It takes you here. Okay. So, as I always say, it's really as simple as that. It's really as simple as that. After we going through the questionnaires to check if we need a visa to travel to Canada or not, it now brings us to a page that will also take us through the whole process that we are going to go through. Okay, so now we need a visa, who can apply, how to apply. After you apply, prepare for your arrival. So every information here is simple. Who can get the visa is here. Clearly, it stays here. You must meet some basic requirements. You must have a valid travel document like a passport. You have no criminal records. Convince the immigration officer that you have ties to your country, such as a job, as I said, a home, as I said, a financial asset or family that will take you back to your home country. I've told you already. Convince the immigration officer that you leave your country. So it states here, you have enough money for your stay. These questions I've answered so many times. Okay. Can you please click on the like button for me so that YouTube can also recommend the videos for some of us that couldn't join? So I think now we have only like 12 likes. If everybody on the platform can just click on the like button, just click on the like button. It's free of charge. Okay. You have enough money. Now, when people ask me about proof of funds, I tell them enough money to cover your stay. This is what the official site is saying. I don't generate whatever I post on my page. Okay, so you have enough money. The amount of money you need depends on how long you will stay, and if you stay in a hotel or with a family or friends. I've told you this on my page so many times. The longer you will stay, the more money you need as proof of funds. The shorter you will stay, the less money you need as proof of funds. Okay, so I've already told you. Okay, and they've made it simple. Like this application is sometimes simple. The checklist of the documents that you need on your application. So it's so simple. Believe me, it's so simple. It's so simple. Every other thing that you need is here. Every information that you need is here. So after reading who can apply, they takes you to another place and teach you how to apply it yourself. What up? What up? I don't think it's my internet. No. Because I have a strong internet. Okay, yeah. Perfect. So here we still are on the Canada visitor visa. Okay. So now we still are, as I said, on the Canada visit visa. It told us who needs a visa, who can apply, and now it's teaching you how to apply. Right? It's a step by step, bro. Here to support you, like always. This time, new to this thing. Where is the like button? Okay. I think you need to go back on YouTube and check. Okay. So, how to apply the Canada Post Labor Disruption Requirement delays in mail delivery, blah 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 blah. We don't need this. These are not relevant to us. So, prepare your documents. Why are you applying for the Canada visitor visa? As a tourist, then blah 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 blah. You just click on it and then you move, and then you continue. and then gather your documents to submit your visa application. Bring when you travel about the documents. Not all the documents will be listed here, but some of them are listed. Okay. So yeah, you just have to scroll through and then wait. I think I need to show you something else too here. Hi, Tofik. Yes. So it tells you about what you need. All the documents are listed. This is not an exhaustive list of the documents. Only submit the recommended documents that prove you are eligible for the visa. You may request additional information listed here. So the document that we accept, they accept your passport, aliens or whatever. Yeah, we don't need it. Okay, yeah. Submit this document. Use of a representative if applicable. Okay, good. Let me also teach you something here today. This is why most of you, when you get banned, you cannot appeal your decision. Because if anybody is doing the visa application on your behalf, even if I'm doing it on your behalf, I must use this form here. I must click on it, fill it to show that, okay, you are not the applicant, but I am doing the application on your behalf. So these are all information that you will get it yourself, like, when you try to sit and do your own application. Okay. Now it takes you here. You need to give your biometric that is there from the VFS. Okay. And then you pay the fee. So I think in Ghana, the VFS fee is $85. $85. Okay. So all these informations are information that you can just also get it here. So they even made it simple for you. You can use a visa, blah, 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 blah. Pay the biometric fees when you apply. Wait for your biometric instruction letter. You must use the issued. So you can even click here to book your appointment. If there's appointment online or whatever, you can just book it and then you can start your application. And yeah. So now after reading everything, you can click, if you have the RICC old portal, you can click on it and then you start your application to fill every form that you need to fill. And also, if you have the newer version, I think Beatrice has the new version because she sent it to me. You can just click here and then it takes you to the new version. What is wrong? Yes. And then it takes you to the newer version. But I recommend you use the newer version because sometimes the old version is not really user friendly. Okay, so you need that who can use this account and blah blah blah. They have listed every information that you need. So if you have to sign in your account, or if you have to register, it gives you the opportunity to sign your IRCC account, and then you can just continue with your application. Blah, 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 blah. Try to new version, register, sign into your account. So let me see if you can sign in because I think I requested Paul to send me something, and let's see. It's working. All right. So yes, let me see if I can sign in with a new version from Paul, and then yes. Okay, but it's risky because I wanted to sign into his account. But if I sign into his account now, automatically, like, it's going to show the password, which I don't want it that way. Since I'm sharing my entire screen, it's going to show the password. And as I said, I don't want it that way because it is something that belongs to him, which I can't disclose his password to the public since the video is on public. Yes. So guys, still here. Do any of you have a question? Let me know if you have a question as I'm thinking of how I can just try to cover everything. And so if you have any question at this point, let me know. Is it everything clear now? before we even continue with the application, if you have any question, please do let me know, and then we can see, because like I'm thinking how not to put somebody's password here. You understand my point? Or if anybody has a way that we can maneuver around without the password not being shown to the public, I will gladly read it from the comment section. Okay. Oh, let me see something. Okay, wait. Let me go do this. Wait, let me do something here if it's possible. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm going to log in from here. Don't panic. I'm logging in the account so that you guys don't see the password. Yes. Let me see. Because I'm trying to find a way to log in onto the account so that you guys don't see his password, because I don't think it's really right to show his password to his IRC account to the public. Okay, yes. I'm trying not to show his password. Yes. Yes. Okay, let me input his password here so that you guys don't see and we can continue, because if what I'm doing doesn't work, it's going to be difficult to show you his password, to be honest, Okay, yes, okay, yeah, let me see. Yes, okay, perfect. I got it here. Let me see. I'm trying to input his password. If it goes through, then we continue, and then I don't have to show his password to you guys. There. All right. Let me see something here. The email that you are using is not correct. Okay, I think somebody also sent me his. Let me try the different one. Somebody else sent me his, but like, let me try that one and then I see if it works or not. Oh, okay. Jesus sent me his. Okay, let me try with. I'm trying to log in with other Destin, and then I see if it works, and then if it works the way I want it to work, and then we can continue. Because like, if it doesn't work that way, I cannot disclose people's account and password, because it's very confidential property from them, which I cannot disclose it to you guys. Okay, somebody sent me his, so I'm trying to log in his account, and then I can do the application for him. But I'm trying to see how it's gonna work that way. If it works fine, then we can continue, okay? But if it doesn't, unfortunately, I can't really disclose people's password, which I'm sorry. Maybe his account is the old version, but let me just ask him if his account is the old version or the new version so that I can do his application for him directly. Hopefully, he answers the phone. So I wanted to use somebody that sent me his account to do his application for him, but unfortunately, okay, let me try. Somebody else also sent me hers, so I'm gonna try to use hers if it works, and then I can log in and then do her application for her. Oh, no, it's fine. Beatrice is fine. Let me just use yours. because I was trying to use Justice on, but then it's not working because he has the old version, so I cannot use it. But I think for you, I know it's the newer version that you did. So I'm going to try to log in into your account and then I can start your application for you. Yes. Okay. Yes. I want to start the application for you. So yes. Yeah, point com. Point com. Yes. Let me see the password here. Okay. If it works, then we are through. Because personally, I don't even have an ISCC account, which I don't think I need one. So if I don't have, please pardon me. Okay, okay. 87, 87, yes. If it goes through, please don't ask me why I covered the how to log in because it's somebody's this thing. Why is it not correct? Hang on. Details at gmail.com. Sign in. Unfortunately, I wanted to use. Hold on 1 minute. Yes. Yeah, hi, Beatrice. Okay, so sorry guys, finally it worked. So I think we have to continue now because I was trying to log into somebody's account and I couldn't. I didn't want that the person is a password will be shown to you guys. So I don't know if it's working now for everybody. So can you guys see now we have logged in into the IRCC account? Yes. Oh, still don't you have the sound yet? Oh, really? No sound, no sound, no sound, no sound, no sound. You usually have sound now. Can you hear me now? Okay. So when you log in into your IRCC account, this is the overview. Okay. So this is the overview. Okay, perfect. Yeah. No, I was trying to log in into somebody's different account. Okay. So I couldn't have shown you the account. That is why. Okay. So this is the overview. And then if you apply for a Canada visa and any message the IRCC will send you, this is where you're going to get it from. So now here is the profile of the person, which I'm not going to go there because I don't want you to know. Really, no sound. Can you guys hear me? Oh, really? Still no sound. Can you guys hear me? Please, and I hope. Okay, yeah, I hope. Yeah. But the whole problem is, if I start the application, input the person's details and everything, I have to see account like as I covered it. Okay, so like yeah, so when this is the overview. If you start any application, like it will show here that your applications. Okay, let me show you here. Welcome to your IRCC account. You can start a new application or complete an application that you haven't yet submitted. We also provide you with a link, blah 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 blah. As a visitor visa, you click here, you can start your visitor visa application. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, let me just make my font a little bit bigger so that you guys can see. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Yes. So I hope it's better now, right? The visibility is clear now. Okay. So as I was saying, this is the overview. Okay, let me see. This is the overview. Okay, so with the overview, if you have any applications, it will show. If you don't have any applications too, it will show. If you want to start a Canada visa application, you can also see everything from here. Okay, you can also see everything that you need to see from here. If I click on the profile, the person's profile is going to show up, and then whatever you don't have a profile yet, start application, blah blah. And if you have messages from the IRCC account too, it will display here. Any message they send you is going to be displayed. You don't have any message, we will email you when we have a new message to read. So like yeah, this everything that you need to know. And then yes, we don't have any application. But if I have to start the application for the person, then I have to put the person's details. Or no, I have to start the person details, everything. I think you guys are going to see everything from the person, which is not really advisable. I acknowledge and I've read and everything. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. Okay. Yes. So about the visitor visa, they tell you what you need to know. You are eligible. You must be 18. You live outside Canada. Okay. Be applying for the visit visa for the first time. Be travel by yourself. Blah blah blah. Like yeah, these are the things that you need to know. Okay. The documents, like make sure follow these steps to complete your application. Okay, it's just simple. They give you a step by step of everything that you need to do. Make sure you fit within the criteria listed above and blah 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 blah. Okay, I agree. Let's agree and continue. And then we see privacy notice for information collection, how your information will be kept by the IRCC. Okay, so everything that you need to know and their constitution and blah 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 is there. If you read and you acknowledge it, yes, if you read and you acknowledge it, take you to the next step. Let's see the next step, what it's going to tell us to do. And before you start your application, I think it's loading, it's still loading. Yes. Before you start your application, these are all the things that you need to know. You have until like 13th to submit your application. Bloop. I'm dead. 13th, you have, otherwise you will be to start a new application. So when you start, you can start today and maybe complete it in 3 days or 4 days time. Okay. So it's really possible. Okay. So do you want to apply for more than one person at the same time? If you're applying for 2 people or 3 people, you click yes. If you're applying for one, yes. Are you applying for someone else? This is where most agents don't tell you people. Okay. It states, are you applying for someone else? So if I'm applying for someone else, and then I need to state, okay, I'm applying for this so and so person. Okay. I have to state I'm applying for someone else. Okay. So if you're applying for someone else, you click yes. If you're applying for no, yes. So you must use the authorization representative portal. Okay, if you're applying for somebody, but if you're applying for yourself, you just click no, and then you come here. A visitor visa, a super visitor visa. You select the option of the visa that you want. Why do you need a visa? And then to visit Canada as a tourist. If you are going to the World Cup too, you just select this one, to visit Canada as a tourist. And why am I trying to broaden my font, but it's not working? Okay, yes. Okay, perfect. So as I said, you have until 2026. Oh, that is February. You have till February next year to submit this application. Okay. So now they come to the questionnaires. Do you want to apply for more than one person at the same time? You can choose yes or you can choose no, depending on how many people you are applying for the visa for. And also it states here, are you applying on behalf of someone else? If you're applying, you need this form to declare that you're applying for somebody else. Okay. I want to apply for a visa for, you have to choose here, to choose an option here. Why you need the visa. If you're applying for transit, study permit, whatever, you need to select. Okay. But for visitor visa, yeah. So we select visit. Why do you need the visa? Okay. You have to select to tour as a tourist. So you click here and then you choose yourself as a tourist. Which year will you enter Canada? Like this is just the form that we are filling. Okay. Which year do you want, which date and place do you want to visit Canada? You give the date, you give your month, you give your day, exact date. When will you leave? So they are asking you when you leave, like you leave Canada. Okay. But this, if you don't know, you just click here and you continue. As I said, I think I didn't take the travel date of this person. So like, as I already told you guys, I can't really put somebody's private information out here. Okay. And it's not I don't need a visa to just visit. So you just need to do it this way, and you click continue, and you click continue, and you click continue, and then you save, and you continue, you save, and you continue, you save, and you continue, and then yeah. Okay, anyway, let me try with this one for you. Okay, I'm just trying it for you, not really doing it. Okay, let me just do it and see. Let's show you how which year will you enter Canada 2026. March is June, right? 06. I'm just filling it for you. Let's say on the 13th. Let me say here on the 13th. Guys, please take what I'm doing seriously, okay? Because you needed to use it to fill your own forms. And let's say August, June, July. Okay, to July, yeah. I think the World Cup is till July. Oh no, 06. 06. And the day is 12. Let me choose 12. The day will be the same. Forget it. Wait. Okay. Yes. Okay. I made a mistake here. 07. 07. Right. Yes. Okay. Perfect. You don't have that, so you just click save and then you continue. Let me see. Yes. So now we can go. and then we continue. Okay. But if you have this unique identifier, yeah, I think it's going to also give you along the line. So tell us more. What are you going to do on Canada? Or what will you do? You will do in Canada. Literally just a summary. Okay, I'm going to travel to the World Cup. Blah 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 blah. I'm just using something low. I'm not going to submit this application now, so I'm just using some characters to represent something, so that I can move a little bit forward and show you guys how it's done. Okay, but later, no, please, I was in. No, no, please. The option at why do you visit can I think there is an option that says you want to visit as a spectator. Wait on, wait, let me go back here. Wait, wait, wait. Where did you see as a spectator? Ah, okay, okay, yeah, clear. Yes. That's if you are going for the World Cup. Okay. I have officially received from FIFA. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Thanks for the correction. Okay, so if you want to go for the World Cup, this is what you want to select. You have to select. If you also want to go as a tourist, that is what you have to select. Thank you for the correction. Salisu, yes, thank you. For those that are going to the World Cup, you need to select this. I want to attend the FIFA World Cup 2026 as a spectator. Okay, so you just fill in whatever you need to fill, and then you just click save and then continue. It tells you again you have till 2026 February to submit the application. Okay, so here you give your name, that's your family name. Okay, you give your family name, so you just give your family name here, and then giving names is optional. Your date of birth, you select your gender. If you are a man or a woman, let me see if they have another gender unknown. If you don't know your gender too, you can click on unknown. Okay, and then you put in your phone number, and also you put in your country code, your telephone number. Do you have another alternative phone number? Yes or no. You just input it, your email address. You confirm the email address, in what language is your native language, and then are you able to communicate in English or French? You choose what language do you want us to use to contact you. You choose, and then you move forward. You save, and you continue. You move forward. You save, and to continue. You move, and then until you are done with the application. So this is literally like what you need to do when it comes to your Canada visa application. Okay, so it's not really that difficult as I was showing you. You just have to just read and understand what you are doing and know what you are doing. That's it. Okay. But before you try, please do make sure that you have your hotel booking or the address of the person that's going to host you in Canada, which is very important too, because at the point you are going to need it. All right. So please and please and please and please and please and please and please. It's just simple. Okay. But I can't put somebody's information out here, as I said. That is why I told her I'm going to do the application for her. It's a long time that she told me. So yes, I'm going to try to do the application for her. Please, does it mean we should all create the new RSS account? No, Justice, you can use the old one too. But with the old one, when you are trying to upload the documents, you need some extract from Adobe. That is why. But with this one, it gives you the flexibility. It's user friendly with the new version. That's why I said you should use the new version. Okay. So here is the personal information. Let me go back again. Here is the personal information. Okay. Is the personal information of the person. Yes, you just have to select whatever you want to do. You select your gender. If you have used other names in the past, your name, your date of birth, your surname, and everything other information that you need is here. Okay. So, guys, at this moment, I think since I can't go further with the application from I can't put somebody's information out here, I will pause, take some questions from you for just 5 minutes. If you have any question, please do ask your question in the comment section, and I'll gladly answer your question for you. Okay. So yes. Sally, so that is only that option is for people that but sometimes, as I said, it's for people that are going to watch the World Cup. So if it's that is your sole reason for going, okay, you can choose that one. Okay. So as I said, if you have any question, like I have like 2 minutes more, then yes, sure. If you have any question too, you can ask your questions, and then yes, we can just move on. Okay. If you have any question, you can just answer your question, and then no, I don't have a date yet, but I'm writing. So yes, if you have any question, please, I will be glad to answer your questions for you. Most times, people be like, "Ah, Nana, I sent you a question in in your DM, you didn't answer. I'm here. Ask me your question. Let me answer and reply, give you the reply or answer the question for you here. Okay. So yes, I'm waiting for your questions, and then yeah. Or is it really clear? No question. You sure? Should I log out? Okay, fine. So as we did for, okay, how can I apply through agri food route? What is agri food route? I don't know. Chuku, I really don't really know what you are talking about. So probably you need to give me more information about it, and then I can say, hi, Nanafori. My question is, can I create a new account if I can't access my old account? Well, the person who did my old account for me. Mm, you can create it, but the whole problem is like, if you have an old application in the system and you don't know whatever the person used, the document the person used, and everything the person used. So if you contradict the old application is still in the system. The fact that the person hasn't given you access means like it has been deleted or erased. No, it's still in the system. So if you contradict the application, they will find it already there. That's why most of you get denials. When are you teaching the new RSCC account? I don't have it. I taught you RSCC how to create an RSCC account to yes. Just go there. It's the same thing, okay? It's the same procedure from the old one to the new one. It's not really much a difference, okay? So yes, no, yeah, I promise. Yeah, we're gonna meet in summer when I come back from Ghana, okay? No question, no questions. Everything clear? All right then, guys. Let me leave you. Next week, we are going to also look at the US visa application. Okay, that one is a little bit broad because that one you need an account and blah 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 for your appointment booking and all those stuff. So yeah, sure. Yes. How can I create an RSCC account? Go to my Facebook page, Chuku. Like today, I posted a link that people can also watch this video. The link I posted, when you click on it, it directs you to create your RSC account. So don't worry, just go to the link, and then yes, you can also let's say yes. Sometimes I want to come live, but when I come live and the numbers are not encouraging, like like I can't be sitting here talking to like a few people. So yes, let me leave you guys, and then we meet on the other side. Now I think you know how to go about your own cannabis application. It's not really difficult too. Okay. Good evening, everybody.